The Leveraging Our Strengths Conference brought together over 190 participants from a cross-section of senior-level practitioners from various sectors, frontline staff, and community members to explore the challenges and opportunities to multi-sector collaboration. The conference was held on June 13th and 14th. Paul Bourne from Tamarack and Tim Broadhead from Social Innovation Genera were engaged for an introduction to the collective impact framework. The opening plenary was held at Bronson Center, followed by community conversations on June 14th. Michael Allen, the president and CEO of United Way Ottawa, welcomed the participants, organizers, and sponsors of the conference.
United Way's work, but absolutely this is a partnership that we are equally proud of in terms of our collaborations. The Ontario Trillium Foundation, the City of Ottawa, and the United Way one.
City of Ottawa Police Chief Charles Bordelot opened the conference.
During my 28 years with the Ottawa Police Service, I've had an opportunity to see firsthand the power of collective impact. While the concept of collective impact offers much promise, it also comes with its challenges. Over the next couple of days, you'll each have an opportunity to speak with one another and collectively explore these challenges and opportunities and discuss the potential.
Tim Broadhead provided a global view of the economic uncertainties and shifting political grounds that have created many challenges for the community service agencies. Tim's keynote address highlighted the challenges and how the community sector could respond by moving beyond traditional short-term coping strategies to making themselves and the communities they serve more resilient, adaptable, and creative.
Wherever they are in our society, that the challenges we face are extremely complex. They can't be addressed successfully by the business community or by government. We know that. We've tried. We expected government to solve all of our problems for some time, and then the pendulum swung right over to, well, business will take care of it. 2008 suggested that that's not a very realistic expectation either. We all have to work. We need the involvement of all sectors.
Paul Bourne discussed John Cania's groundbreaking work on multi-sector collaboration, a fabulously fresh paper from the Stanford Social Innovation Review. Paul engaged the participants in developing an understanding of collective impact, exploring the 5 prerequisites for collective impact, understanding the role of catalytic donors in facilitating systemic change.
Now things change. And so it's not just uniting as the voluntary sector, it's uniting around an issue. So if it is, we want to end poverty in Ottawa, right? We want to make Ottawa the healthiest community in Canada. We want Ottawa to be the best place for children. Whatever our issue is, when we bring together the voluntary sector, we bring in our business leaders that have that same vision, and they're out there all over. We talk about that. When we bring in our government partners, right, and we bring in citizens, which I call people of lived experience, when we have a round table made up of all 4 of those sectors, and then we have working groups made up of all of those sectors, and then we have a community plan that has been agreed upon by all of those sectors.
The conference was the result of the City of Ottawa, United Way, and Ontario Trillium Foundations convening a group of partner agencies to organize a conference for promoting understanding of collective impact and showcasing local initiatives. Day 2 of the conference provided the participants an opportunity to explore the challenges and opportunities to working together for collective impact, discuss adoption of collective impact efforts in Ottawa, and acquire new knowledge about sustaining collective impact initiatives. The conference provided an opportunity to not-for-profits, funders, community associations and organizations, as well as various levels of government, to develop a common understanding of the key conditions for successful collective impact initiatives. In the run-up to 2013 Leveraging Our Strengths Conference, the Planning Committee plans to remain engaged with conference participants for sharing reports and other products from the conference, gathering feedback for improving quality and relevance of the 2013 conference, identifying follow-up activities, sharing information and showcasing local best practices, successful partnership initiatives, and lessons learned, and identifying challenges and capacity building needs for achieving collective impact.
Leveraging our Strength Conference is a great way of getting different organizations around the city locally to work together on putting a vision with impact that will go in terms of serving the community in a much more focused way. I love the guest speaker that you brought, the key note speaker, Paul Bourne, and his ideas of collective impact, and how he puts the 5 conditions of the measurement of the shared agenda. It is a process that we often do, but we never really perfected, and we do it as ad hoc. And this way, it gives us a little bit more of an organized way to move forward with things. I'm hoping after this...
Really enjoyed it. I found it very challenging, and it was a whole new concept to me. I think maybe I thought it was just developmental services that were very insular, but apparently each group is very insular and very silo-like.
Exactly.
So we, within developmental services, we work with other agencies, but we don't necessarily kind of stretch out.
Exactly right.
You know, aside from if we really need to with medical. It gave me takeaways. The collective impact, it's kind of like a vision, and then you can steer that to what you can specifically do. And then again, the workshops that are even more specific, right? So that we were talking about things that I'd never even heard of before. But I see it in bigger ways, like doing it outside the developmental services field, and being more impactful with health, or with education, or with law, with the policing and those kinds of things. So working more with the community as a whole.
I really enjoyed the conference today. It was very useful. A couple of things are really relevant to the work we do at the national and Canadian level for our members who serve children and youth across Canada. I followed the work of Paul Bourne and Tim Broadhead for years, but the keynote speeches last night really helped to bring together a bunch of ideas that I'd heard a bit about, but it wasn't clear. I think what Tim did that was really helpful to all of us was put in perspective the major changes in society affecting the social services nonprofit sector, but give us some really good ideas about what a way forward might be. What Paul Bourne brought forward that I wasn't familiar with was the idea of collective impact. And it's interesting, the National Alliance for Children and Youth is a typical example. It's been hard hit by changes in government funding models. Many of its members have literally gone out of business and disappeared, and others are struggling to survive. So we're doing a lot of work right now to look at sustainability, to look at how organizations are transforming themselves to cope and continue and do new things. Collective impact is very exciting because it's potentially a new way of looking at the very work that the National Alliance for Children and Youth is doing. And we could potentially be what they call a backbone organization. We already have had success over many years in creating some shared agendas around policy issues for children and youth. The model of collective impact really could bring that together, and it's given me a whole number of new ideas for how we might move forward. So we really appreciate this opportunity.